is First Ezra chapter 3 and verse 10. So we're going to be talking about women in war. Women in war.
Women in war. First Ezra chapter 3, verse 10.
Con. All right, so we're going to go to get started. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. We started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. I'm Precinct Officer 1000 Kanak, and this is our Wednesday Scripture Breakdown class. And today, the title of the class today is Women in War. Women in War. You got that precept I asked you for?
Come on, concert. This is the book of First Ezra.
Go ahead.
Chapter 3, verse 10. The first wrote, wine is the strongest. The second wrote, the king is the strongest. The third wrote, women are the strongest. But above all things, truth beareth away the victory.
So what we're reading about right here at Ezra's, this is when King Darius, they had like a, they were having like a gathering, like a party, right? And it was 3 men, and he asked them for them to write what they believe was the strongest thing on earth. So what do you believe is the strongest thing on earth? So this is what they're talking about. This is what they're writing about, and they're each giving their account. One said that what is the strongest? The first one said wine. The second one said the king.
Right.
The third one said woman. But above all things, truth beareth away the victory. So read on, verse 13.
Verse 13. Now when the king was risen up, they took their writings and delivered them unto him.
So now, these brothers who, all 3 of them, once they wrote down what they thought was the strongest thing on the earth, they went to go and present it to the king. All right, go ahead.
And so he read them. Verse 14. And sending forth, he called all the princes of Persia and Media, and the governors and the captains and the lieutenants and the chief officers.
Go ahead.
Verse 15. And sat him down in the royal seat of judgment, and the writings were read before them.
So now this king, these brothers brought these writings to the king of what they thought was the strongest. So then the king called for lieutenants, captains, judges, all the people of power to come and sit on the judgment seat so that these 3 writings from these 3 men can be presented to them so they can decide which one of them is correct. Is it the wine? Is it the king? The king? Or is it women and the truth above all? All right, let's keep going.
Verse 16. And he said, call the young men, and they shall declare their own sentences. So they were called and came in.
Keep going.
Verse 17. And he said unto them, declare unto us your mind concerning the writings. Then began the first, who had spoken of the strength of wine. And he said thus, O ye men, how exceeding strong is wine, it causeth all men to err that drink it. It maketh the mind of the king and of the fatherless child to be all one, of the bondman and of the freeman, of the poor man and of the rich.
So this brother, he's presenting his cause on why he believes that wine is the strongest thing, because it can make the poorest person and the king, it can make them both make mistakes, which is when it says cause them to err. Like it can make any one of them make mistakes, from the richest man to the poorest man to the king, all the way to the bottom, to like a child. Go ahead.
It turneth also every thought into jollity and mirth, so that a man remembereth neither sorrow nor debt. And it maketh every heart rich, so that a man remembereth neither king nor governor. And it maketh to speak all things by talents.
All right, keep going.
Verse 22. And when they are in their cups, they forget their love both to friends and to brethren. It's like and brethren.
Mm-hmm.
And a little after draw out swords. But when they are from the wine, they remember not what they have done.
So basically what he's saying is that wine, it also causes men to forget. It causes you to forget, what you did before when you get, super drunk, right? So let's skip down. Okay, so that was the brother that presented his cause for the king, right? So now we're gonna for the wine, Salakia. So now we're gonna go to the one, drop down to 4 and 1. So now this brother that said that the king was the strongest, now he's gonna present his cause or his reasons why the king is the strongest. Go ahead.
Come. Chapter 4, verse 1. Then the second that had spoken of the strength of the king began to say, O ye men, do not men excel in strength that bear rule over sea and land and all things in them? But yet the king is more mighty, for he is Lord of all these things, and hath
dominion.
And hath dominion over them.
Right.
And whatsoever he commandeth them, they do. If he bid them make war the one against the other, they do it. If he send them out against the enemies, they go and break down mountains, walls, and towers.
All right, so stop right there. So now this brother, he's saying why he believes that the king is the strongest because of all this power the king has, basically. Yeah. So this power the king has, he can tell a man, he can see two men and tell them, go fight each other, go make war with each other, and they go and do it. So he's expressing the power that the king has. So now let's drop down to when the brother that said that it was a woman. Verse 13, start right there.
Come on. Verse 13. Then the third who had spoken of women and of the truth, this was Zerubbabel, began to speak. O ye men, it is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it then that ruleth them, or hath the lordship over them? And are they not women?
So now this brother's saying, it's not the king, it's not a multitude of men, it's not the wine. Who is it that can rule over a king? Who is it that can rule over a multitude of men? Meaning what? Who is it that can control a king?
Right.
Who is it that can control a multitude of men?
Yeah.
How do women control men?
For sex. Right.
Their bodies.
Right.
Like just think about even when you think about like King Solomon, right? And how women was his downfall. when that brother was the wisest brother in the world, second to Christ.
Yeah.
Only Christ was wiser than Solomon.
Right.
And women was his downfall. Women. He had all the riches, all the glory, all the power. He had the kingdom.
That's right. Still.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And the multitude of men, like when you think about, brothers that are just like warriors or, great soldiers or, great men, like women can destroy that man.
Right. Yeah.
Like women can destroy soldiers.
Yeah, that's right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, right.
Like women can make warriors fall to their knees. Read on.
Verse 15. Women have borne the king and all the people that bear rule by sea and land. Even of them came they, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyards, that planted the vineyards from whence the wine cometh.
So this brother's saying, look, all the great men, even the king, he came through a woman.
Right.
And a woman is who nourished him up.
Yeah.
When you talk about wine, you think wine is the strongest? Well, who gave birth to the men that planted the vineyards?
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like this brother's now he's stating his cause. Read on.
Verse 17. These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men, and without women cannot men be.
Read
Yea.
on.
Verse 18. Yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver or any other goodly thing, do they not love women? Do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty?
So when brothers get rich and they get everything that they want in the world, gold and silver, nice cars, big house, and making all this money, they get all of that. Do they not still want women?
Right. Yeah.
Isn't it all for so they can get a beautiful woman?
Right.
Read on.
Verse 19. And letting all those things go, do they not gape and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her?
You know how it is when the brother see a beautiful woman.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do they not gape and open? You know what I mean? Go ahead, read on.
And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold or any goodly thing whatsoever? Verse 20. A man leaveth his own father, that brought him up, and his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife.
Go ahead.
He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and he sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father nor mother nor country. Dang. By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you.
This what you also must know. This is very important. Now he tells them, this is what you also must know.
Right.
And remember who he's speaking to. He's talking to all these lieutenants and leaders and great men that the king has brought down and sat them on judgment seat. So he's speaking to the judges and telling them, this is what you also must know. That women also have dominion over you.
Right.
Read on.
Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman?
Go ahead.
Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion, and goeth into the darkness, and when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love.
To his love. Everything you do, you go rob and conquer, brother, steal and sell the seas and do all these things to do what? To take it so that he can bring it back to the woman he loves.
Right.
Yeah.
Read on.
Verse 25. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
Read that again.
Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
Read that again.
Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
What are your wits?
Your senses, your common sense.
Your mind.
Your mind, logic, reason,
Yeah.
duty.
Right.
You'll run out of that. Many have ran out of that for a woman. They've forgotten their duty. They've, abandoned their responsibilities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
right.
they don't like what it is that you should be focused on and what you should be doing. You will abandon all of that to try and get this woman.
Yeah.
Or satisfy this woman. And he say many have run out of their wits for women. Read on.
And become servants for their sakes.
Become what?
And become servants for their sakes.
Let me tell you something, Aki. Don't ever become a servant for the sake of a woman.
Man.
Yeah.
Ever. These men that he's explaining that go conquer and ride on sails and go spoil and take treasure and all of that to bring it back to their love. We can never be those type of men.
Right.
Like these are the type of men that run out of their wits for women. Like a lot of brothers are in the grave right now
Because of a woman.
behind a woman.
Right.
Behind a woman. A lot of brothers are doing life in prison right now.
Mm-hmm.
Years, football jersey numbers,
Yeah.
all behind some woman.
That's sad.
Many brothers drop their swords.
Right. Yeah.
Lead the truth.
For a woman.
Abandon their brothers who stood for them, stood next to them, sacrificed for them. For a woman. We can never be those type of men.
Right.
Right.
We can, this type of brother that he's describing right here, we have to be the opposite of that.
Damn
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Read on, where we at?
Verse 27. Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Read on.
And now, do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him?
Now look at the king. Now he's saying the king and great in all his power. Like, don't you fear to touch the king? Like, just think about it. Like, if you know what I mean? Like, if Commander General Yohana, is standing right there. Would you go and take his hat off of his head?
Nah, sir.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that wouldn't even cross your mind.
No.
Like, why the hell would I? The hell no. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like, that's the leader of our nation.
I would like to keep my hand.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Read on.
Verse 29. Yet did I see him and what is that word? A pain?
A pain. Right.
Yet did I see him in a pain, the king's concubine, the daughter of the admirable Bereticus, sitting at the right hand of the king, and taking the crown from the king's head and sitting it upon her own head. She also struck the king with her left hand. And yet, for all this, the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth.
Because she was beautiful. Because she was beautiful. Like this is the power that women have. The power that they have is their beauty.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's what this brother's explaining right here. Like all of us, we fear to touch the king. But earlier I saw this woman right here, his concubine, take the crown off his head and put it on her head. And then slap him. And all he did is just tell you about how bad she is right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Like that's power.
Yeah.
That's power. Read on.
If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure with him at him, the king was fain to flatter that she might be reconciled to him again.
So like if she was happy, he was happy. If she got upset, then he's trying to do everything to
Make her
flatter her, make her feel good again. Like to please her, to be at her pleasure.
Damn.
Yeah, he was a servant. It was her servant.
He's her servant.
Ah, that's deep.
And this is a lot of brothers, huh?
That's a lot of people, man. A lot of people.
It's a lot of brothers, huh? Especially is you see this. This is something you see
Every day.
all the time, every day in the world.
Right.
All the time, every day. I just came back. I delivered a load in Louisiana, and there was another brother who drives for the same company as me, and they sent him. We both took the same load. We delivered at the same place.
Yeah.
So we was chopping it up, while they were unloading our trucks, and he was telling me that he was getting ready to go back home. He's like, "Yeah, I gotta go back home. I have an emergency." And I was like, "Damn, what's going on, man?" Like I'm thinking that somebody got sick or somebody's in the hospital or something like that.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh man, my wife called me and told me that my daughter's his daughter's bike broke, that the chain broke, and she told him that he needs to come home and fix it."
Dang.
That's the emergency?
That's what I asked. I said, "Damn, that's the emergency?" It's like, "Damn, man, I thought you was about to say your daughter or your wife was in the hospital or something like that, like a bicycle." And he's like, "Yeah, man, yeah, but I gotta go, man. I gotta go."
That's wild.
That's the world. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. I totally understand what you're saying.
That's the scriptures.
Right.
You become a servant for her sake. Like your whole life, everything you do
It's for them.
is to serve and please her.
Yeah.
What do they say in the world? Happy wife, happy life.
Man.
It's not supposed to be like that though.
Not if you're a man of the Lord.
It's not.
Not if you're a man of the Lord. We serve the Most High.
Yeah.
That's what we serve.
Right.
The women that we get are helpmeet. The women the Lord gives us are helpmeets. Meaning the opposite. They serve us.
Right.
Yeah.
As we serve the Lord. Isn't that the order?
Damn right.
The Most High, Christ, man, woman.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're in the world, it's women,
Kids.
Christ.
The church.
I mean, it's
Right.
everything else. It's flipped.
Yeah.
It's not even flipped. It's all over the place. It's whatever. It's whatever whatever she says. The order is.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
That's the order. Whatever she says, the goddamn order is.
And that's why the world's the way it is now.
It's out of order.
That's why the world is the way it is.
Right.
That's why our community as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is the way it is.
Yeah.
Because women rule over us. Our oppressors have given our women
Too much power.
power over us.
Yeah.
Right.
Now the problem is when they gain this power from, because there's still a way, even if the oppressor gives your woman power over you, there's still a way for you to be a man.
Yeah.
There's still a way for you to still serve the Lord and still carry out your duty and still not become a servant for that woman's sake. There's still a way to do it.
Right.
But it takes a certain type of brother.
Yeah.
It takes a certain type of brother. You got to have the Spirit of Christ on you to do it.
They're right.
There's no other way.
Yeah.
There's no other way to do it. Read on.
Verse 32. O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus? The king, then the king and the princess looked upon one another. So he began to speak of the truth.
Now, this brother's dropping it heavy on him.
Yeah.
And they, the judges, the king, they're all looking at each other. Like, damn, you heard what he said? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
damn. Now, remember, he said women were the strongest. But above women is what?
The truth.
The truth above all. That truth is the same thing that I was just explaining right now. That even if our oppressors give our women power over us, there's still a way for us to still overcome that power that they were given.
Right.
That's only through the truth. That's only having the Spirit of Christ on you. Read on.
Verse 34. O ye men, are not, Slack it. I already read that. Verse 34. O ye men, are not women strong? Great is the earth, high is the heaven, swift is the sun in his course. For he compasseth the heavens round about, and fletcheth his course again to his own place in one day. Is he not great that maketh these things? Therefore great is the truth, and stronger than all things.
Stronger than all things. I'm going to read this. It says, all the earth calleth upon the truth, and the heaven blessed it. All works shake and tremble at it, and with it is no unrighteous thing. Which is important, because in order for you to have this truth, in order for you to be able to possess this power that comes with having the truth, one thing about the truth is there's no unrighteous thing. There's no unrighteous thing.
Right.
Why do brothers still fall to women? Why do brothers still suffer from women? It's because of unrighteous things.
That makes perfect sense right there.
Unrighteous things.
Right.
Like you'll never have power over your woman ever if there's unrighteousness in you. It's impossible. You can be the most masculine, macho nigga in the world. It don't matter. If you have unrighteousness in you, you don't have this truth in you, you're gonna fall to that woman, man.
Yeah.
There's no other way around it.
Yeah.
It's just, it is what it is.
Right.
Read on.
Verse 37. Wine is wicked. The king is wicked. Women are wicked. All the children of men are wicked. And such are all their wicked works. And there is no truth in them. And
Read that again from the top.
wine is wicked. The king is wicked. Women are wicked. All the children of men are wicked. And such are all their wicked works. And there is no truth in them. In their unrighteousness also they shall perish.
Wine, the king, all men, they're all wicked. They're all wicked.
Right.
And they're going to perish in that wickedness. Read on.
As for the truth, it endureth and is always strong. It liveth and cometh forevermore.
That's one thing you have to understand about having the truth is power, man. Like it's real power. It's real power. And it conquers anything and everything. No matter what it is. Kings, women, armies, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Having the truth, having righteousness, it conquers all of that. All of that. Read on.
Verse 39. With her there is no accepting of persons or rewards, but she doeth the things that are just and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things.
With this truth, with this righteousness, it doesn't respect persons like because of who you are. Like when, for example, you look at our oppressor's court system. Like, there's no justice in the court system.
No.
It's not a place of real justice.
No.
Like money talks
Right.
in that place.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're rich enough, you can get away with murder.
Yeah.
Cold blood.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like if you're wealthy enough, you can get away with any damn thing that you want in the American justice system.
That's right.
Because that's how it works. It's an unrighteous place full of wicked men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like just full of evil. But with the truth don't give a damn who you are. You can be the president. You can be whoever the hell you think you are, or whoever the hell you want to be.
Yeah.
With the truth, you're gonna face due judgment.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like when you look at our laws and it says, you know, if you worship another god, then you get put to death. Right?
Right.
That's the truth. Now, what would make that unrighteous is when you came to get your judgment for worshiping another god, and if you paid me enough, I say, oh, well, we don't have to kill him. We can just, just make him sit in the dungeon for 2 months.
Right.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now that's when the unrighteousness and the evil starts creeping in. That's what our oppressor's justice system has become.
Right.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But with the truth, it don't matter. If it says die here, oh, he gotta, send him over there to go die. Oh, but he's so-and-so and so-and-so. Oh, but did he break this? Yeah, okay, yeah, send him to the executioner. Like, give a damn who he is or what or how much money he got. Or I don't care.
Yeah.
He broke this. He has to go face judgment.
Right.
And that's it.
There's no way around it.
That's the truth. That's righteous judgment.
Yeah, right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Let's read a little bit more.
And all men do well like of her works. Neither in her judgment is any unrighteousness, and she is the strength, kingdom, power, and majesty of all ages. Blessed be the God of truth.
And the Most High is the God of truth. This is the God that we serve. Now go to you got them precepts I gave you?
Come on, sir.
So now second to the truth, right? So now we understand how powerful the truth is and the purpose that the truth, serves in our lives when it comes to being righteous men and when it comes to not falling to the beauty of a woman. Because women are beautiful. Like.
Right.
Yeah.
Women are beautiful. Whores are beautiful. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got to have something in you that can overcome that beauty. And that's what the truth is. That's what these laws, statutes, and commandments is. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Now go to let me see what you got. Let me get I think Job 39:17 is what I want. Job 39:17. So now that we see, right, that women are the most powerful thing on the earth, second to the truth. But as we look in the world and we see how the world is ruled and controlled by women, and how men have ran out of their wits for women, like the scriptures say, this is what you have to understand about women. Read.
This is the book of Job, chapter 39, verse 17. Because God hath deprived her of wisdom.
God did what?
Because God hath deprived her of wisdom. Neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
Says God hath deprived her of wisdom. Neither hath he given her what?
Neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
What does that mean? With your knowledge of women,
She's not be able to understand where you're coming from, right? It's like,
but what is that saying? What is that saying about women? Just from your knowledge of women, of how they act, how they make decisions, what is it that's in them that they use to act and make decisions and say things, and what you got up?
they go off their emotions to make their decisions.
Right.
Emotions.
They don't use wisdom.
Because they're deprived of what? Read it again.
Because God hath deprived her of wisdom. Neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
Women are emotional creatures are.
Right.
And that's something important that you have to understand.
Yeah.
So that you are never led by a woman. Like, you want to know why Chirac is Chirac? Why everybody killing everybody?
Over a woman.
Because they were raised by women.
Right.
And they're emotional. Those brothers are emotional. As gangsta as they can be. And emotional.
Yeah.
They're going to go and kill that brother that lives on the other street because of emotion.
Right.
Because of how it made him feel. Or something he did. Some beef they have.
Yeah.
Why? Because they were raised by women that taught them and were the example to them to be that way.
Right.
To make decisions and do things based off your emotions, how you feel. There's no wisdom behind your decisions. There's no understanding behind your decisions. It's just all about how I feel. Well, I feel like I feel. Feelings.
Yeah. Right.
As men of the Lord, we don't make decisions based off of how we feel. And that's why we can never be led by a woman.
Damn right.
We use wisdom and understanding when we make decisions. What else you got up?
I'll slack it, sir. That was it on that one.
Okay, what's the next one we got?
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3. But what have you know that the head of every man is Christ?
So this is the order we was talking about, right?
Concert.
The head of every man is Christ. Read on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Is the man. Read on.
And the head of Christ is God.
That's the order.
Damn right.
Period. And that's what, like, this is something good to keep in your mind, especially when you deal with women. Like everything that we just went over right now. Like you keep that in your mind when you deal with women, when you talking to a woman. Like it doesn't mean that you shouldn't desire a beautiful woman, but you have to have wisdom and understanding when you deal with that woman. You have to understand how women work, how they operate. You get what I'm saying? So that you don't fall like the rest of men. So you don't end up making a decision or doing something to please this woman and you ruin yourself. And you emasculate yourself.
Get all your wits.
You run out of your wits.
Right.
Go ahead.
So what do you do when a woman's driving you into that deal? You just cut them off?
What do you mean driving you?
Like kind of, like let's say you're battling yourself. You know she's like trying to get you out of your wits to please her. So you got to kind of like just like set yourself away from that situation so you can focus on what God wants you to focus on.
Well, it depends on like, okay, it depends on what the situation is. So let's say, let's say, she wants to go and, eat Whataburger, but I want to go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you say, all right, well, we can just go to McDonald's. Like, you didn't run out of your wits for one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kind of compromise for it.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? But running out of your wits is when this woman is going to cause you to sin or drive you to sin, drive you to go against the Most High and to fulfill your duties with the Most High. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So if you have a woman that's trying to pull you away from the Most High and serving the Lord, which is what a lot of brothers deal with, and then you leave and go follow her, you will forever be her servant because she chose your God. She just decided who your God is going to be.
Yeah.
And you're a man. So what you have to do is be a man of the Lord and make it and let that woman know and understand that no matter what, I am not going to stop serving the Lord.
That's right.
You're my rib. I'm not going to leave you, but I'm not going to force you to be here either. So either you get with my program of me serving the Lord, or you do what you're gonna do. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Right.
You just put your foot down, Doc. You grow a backbone. And you just be a goddamn man.
That's right.
And let her know that this is it. This is what it's going to be. So either you come get with this program, or you do what you're gonna do. You're my rib and I can't leave you, but I can't force you to be with me either.
Yeah, yeah.
But understand that I'm not turning my back on the Most High to please you.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes, sir.
And that's how you handle that, Doc.
Yes, sir.
That's how you handle that. And either she get down with the program or she don't.
Yeah.
And if she don't, the Lord will send you another that will get down with the program.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying?
Come on, sir.
We got some more on that?
La, sir. You want the other scripture?
All right, so I think we're good. We're good on that. Let me just you know that where's that precept in Ezra's when it talks about war? What life is about. Look up
I got you.
Google this is the condition of the battle.
Come, sir. I got you.
So this is what we have to understand about life. That life is about war. That's it. Nothing else. And we're gonna read a precept right here real quick before we get out of here.
Second Ezra 7:5. Second Ezra 7:57.
Second Ezra.
Yeah, Second Ezra 7:57. It's Ecclesiastic.
No, I'm looking for it. Five and 57. So you said right.
Second Ezra 7:57. Here it is.
Okay. Second Ezra 7 and 57. Then answered me and said,
No, read that again.
Second Ezra 7 and 57.
Mm-hmm.
Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle.
This is what an angel. So when you go back and you read this whole chapter in Ezra's. Ezra's is communicating with an angel right here. And you know, he's complaining about his life and everything that he's going through and the suffering and this and that and why this, why that. And this is the response that the angel said to Ezra. Read it again from the top.
Then answered he me and said, this is a condition of the battle.
This is the condition of the battle. Your life, everything that you're going through right now, everything that you've been through, everything that you're going to go through in the future is the condition of your battle. It's the condition of your battle. Read on.
Which man that is born upon the earth shall fight.
Shall do what?
Shall fight.
Shall do what?
Shall fight.
We might fight.
Shall fight.
Sometimes we might fight.
Shall fight.
Shall fight.
If we feel like it,
Shall fight.
shall fight. Everything that we've been through, everything that we're going through, everything that we're going to go through, it's the condition of the battle that we shall fight.
Yeah, right.
That we shall fight. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like we don't fold no more. Like if we go down, we're gonna go down fighting.
Right.
Right.
We're gonna go down swinging. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing everything. We going down swinging. We just not gonna lay down and concede defeat and just throw in the towel and just give up and say that's it. Nah, F that. Our life is a battlefield. Our life is a battlefield. And we're going to fight. And with the understanding that we have about the truth, this is one thing that you can guarantee is that you're going to get the victory. If you endure, what does your name mean?
You call your Allah.
What does it mean?
Endure in the power.
If you endure in the power, if you can endure in the Most High, then you will get the victory, man. The scriptures say, who has trusted in the Most High and it failed him? Who in the scriptures? Point out a man where he trusted in the Lord. Oh, right here, brother, right here. He trusted in the Lord and he leaned on the Most High, and you know he changed his life and it failed him. You can't find one.
Right.
Doesn't happen. Like you don't come into the truth and then disaster strikes and then everything go to shit and then it's just all over, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's not what happened. You come into the truth and then you fight.
Right.
You fight. You lean on the brothers. You lean on brotherhood. You be a brother to brothers who need you to lean on. And we fight. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We fight. So that at the end, we can get the victory.
Yeah, right.
We can get the victory. Christ said, he who endures to the end, the same shall be saved. This isn't a fight that you win in the middle. You fight this shit to the end, man.
Yeah.
You fight this shit to the end so that we can get that salvation. We can get the things that we desire, the things that we want. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Life is about war, man. And nothing else. Any questions?
No, sir.
You good?
Good.
You good? All right, and with that, it's the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Say shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Rakatah to all the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Atah B'Shem Yahweh Shah to the sisters, man. Till next time.